In this video, I am going to talk about the first three of the tools over on the side here. Now, the first one is the selection tool, and basically you can drag your clips on the timeline. You can roll back your clips. If you put your cursor at the front or the back, you can roll them up. So you're shortening them, you're making them longer. It's a way that you can edit the clips without losing the information. I can also click on the clip and delete it. Using my selection tool, I can right click inside the empty spaces and ripple delete, and then the two clips will come together. So it's basically the tool that you want to use when you're moving objects around on your timeline. The next one, if you put your cursor over top, it says the track select forward tool. This is really handy. Let's say that you have a lot of videos on your tracks, and you need to move them all over because now you want to put an intro video in. Using your track selection forward tool, you can click and you can drag anything that's further down. So you can put a video in between here, or if I'm grabbing from the front, I can move everything down all the way. And again, I want to delete these, so I'm just using my selection tool and deleting them. The next one, we have a rolling edit tool, and then if you hold it down, you have a ripple edit tool. I'm going to explain these a little bit more. The rolling edit tool, it means you're going to be moving an object at the end point without adjusting the rest of the timeline. So the first outgoing clip will be made shorter while the second incoming clip will be made longer. If you notice, the timeline is just about 11 seconds or around here. If I have this selection tool and I click and I drag, and if you look up in the program window, you can see my two clips up at the top. It's giving you a preview of where you might want your in and out points to be. And then I just let go, and you'll notice my first clip is significantly longer than my second clip now. So I shortened the first one and I extended the second clip, and yet I'm still at the same time. So what I'm going to show you now is the ripple edit tool. And now this one is going to adjust your clips, but it's also going to keep the same time on it. As I am dragging my first clip back, you will notice that the time became shorter. So it just shortened my first clip. It didn't do anything to my second clip. Talking about the razor tool now, you would move your cursor over to the part of your clip that you'd want to cut and click. And then now you have two clips. Why you may want to do that is, let's say for example, I'm going to move all my tracks down, and then with my selection tool, I'm going to click on the first clip and bring it over to the front. Here I have the first clip of a girl drinking some coffee. Second clip is a shot of the actual coffee, and then back to her drinking. There might be some instances when you want to make your clip speed up or slow down. There's two different ways to do this. The first one is holding down. You'll use the rate stretch tool. So I'm just going to stretch this out, and now I've made this clip very, very slow. It's actually so slow that you're not even noticing that it's turning inside there. So let me just bring that back a bit. So here, slow, it's turning slow. And if you want to speed up, you would just shorten your clip, and then you'd have a very fast turn. We'll zoom in a little bit more. Your zoom is down at the bottom here. And using my selection tool, right click, and in your menu, you can adjust your speed and duration here. So right now it is set to 90.35. If I put it at 100%, that is the original time speed. And that's it for the basic tools that you'll be using. We'll talk about some of the other ones in the different videos.